And good morning, Mr. Todrick. How are you?
I am pretty good.
Good.
Pretty good.
Good to hear that. Are you prepared to do battle today? Good morning, Cindy.
Sure am.
Put on your armor, ready to go fight the ladies of Lutheran. Sounds like a cult.
I know. Let's put on the full armor of God.
That's right. Don't be sacrilegious now.
Oh, was that a little blasphemy going on?
Well, some people it will
Eh,
be.
God can take a joke.
Yeah. With these wild children he has these days, he better be able to.
Yeah, I'm
Any.
telling you. As long as God's been hanging around with me, he knows my character. Anyway, yeah. Today we go to the Lutheran rummage sale. It hadn't been all that great the last 6 months or so. Just tough.
How
It's
come?
getting harder and harder to pick out something good out of their place to resell. When they
Dang.
have a bag sale on clothes, I can always get a bunch of $12 shirts if I feel like doing those. But
Why's my microphone not hooked up? What the hell?
You good? We
I
hear
can
you.
I can
Yeah, I
hear you.
know, but it's not the good one. No wonder it's connected to the other computer.
It's not the good one.
I hate for y'all to miss me in like super stereo.
That's a really pretty picture of your gut.
I know. I've been working on that.
That camera makes it look
It's
33% larger, too.
that gut of yours is way not as big as it used to be. How much weight have you lost?
This morning I'm down to 207. So I started at 233, 34, somewhere in there.
Winning.
What's your goal weight?
185.
Yeah.
Dang.
I'm gonna be so sexy. I'm gonna change my name.
To the sexy picker?
Illustrious potentate becomes Mr. Sexy.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, I
Seriously?
wonder. I wonder why the other camera wasn't working yesterday too. I bet it's connected to the other computer.
Could be.
I sat here. I was late. I'm like, I'm on time. What the fuck? I'm sitting here at the computer. It'll work on the screen, but it doesn't work on this one up here. When you've got two computers connected to the same monitor and you pick the wrong input, it'll confuse the hell out of you.
That's just because you're getting old there, Scott.
Uh,
Joanna says she's setting up for a yard sale tomorrow, or she's setting up her yard sale today for tomorrow.
I think she's still asleep because she's not. Her brain is not typing correctly.
Well, I guess she's going to get it set up today, so she'll be ready to kick it off tomorrow. But
I
see,
love going.
around here, we don't have multiple day yard sales.
I
Cause
love
you,
going to yard sales, but you know how much work it is to have a yard sale.
It's a lot of work.
They do around here. They have a lot more on Friday than they had in Wilmington when I was there.
hey John, because here you're supposed to have a yard sale permit, which is $5 for every day you have it, and you can only have it. You can only get 4 permits a year for your address.
Have I mentioned how much I hate the fucking government? Nowhere in the Constitution does it give them authority to charge you for every motherfucking thing we do. At some point we're going to have to stand up and say enough's enough. They threw over the Boston Tea Party over 3%. What would they do to Washington D.C. over the fucking 50 to 70% we pay every year?
Because nobody's having an auditor go in there.
Fucking assholes.
So Scott's ready to go for today. He's already fired up. What time did you get up this morning?
Man, they woke me up at 5:17 because the little one. I'm like, Franklin, it is not fucking 6 o'clock. Would you let me sleep another 45 minutes?
uh,
And then after I fed him and made him go use the bathroom, I sat on the couch under the heated blanket. And then 2 seconds later, here comes Phoebe because she always sits with me. And then Franklin's like this. I'm like, dog, do you not? Can you not learn personal space? He's
Well,
laying there, he's rolling around. I'm like,
Roxy sleeps on her princess pillow, which is between mine and Roberta's pillows. And so at times during the night, she'll get up and you'll feel her breathing on your face because she wants under the covers.
I sent Joni a picture and I thought she was awake, so I went in there to ask her something, and she was not awake. But Franklin, so she's sleeping on her side, and Franklin's all snuggled right on top of her, going back to sleep on top of her. I guess about a month ago, maybe 6 weeks ago, she was complaining to the doctor that her right side hurt, and a lot of where one of the incisions was for when they did the breast removal,
Uh huh.
and complaining, and they were about to send her for a scan and everything else. Till one morning she woke up and it hit her. There's a little 9-pound weight been sleeping on top of me every time I go to sleep. And it was cause Franklin has been sleeping on top of her after she goes to sleep. Especially in the mornings, he'll sit up like right now. He'll probably until she wakes up. He'll be on top of her.
Well, that's the way the cats are. Our black one, Cole, he'll get up and get up on top of you, and he just kind of like sprawls out with his legs on either side of you. So, anywho, what you got on plans for the day?
I'm about to go to Walgreens.
They got a sale going on, or you just gotta go pick up some stuff?
No, they're closing the store right here on the corner, and today's the last day. I went last Thursday or Friday, and it was still the same. Like some things were 25% off. A lot of the makeup was half off. But the problem with Walgreens is their prices are. Who buys anything at Walgreens full price? You know, you should be somebody that pays full price. Excuse me, full price at Walgreens. I'll show you if an idiot.
They could knock another 5% off of everything if they would just get rid of all the sale tickets, because that place is just peppered with tickets every week.
And can you imagine the labor it takes to put those up every week? Every Sunday they change them out.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
I'm gonna go check there in a few minutes to see if they've actually got serious or they're just gonna move stuff to other stores.
Tuesday morning is closing, so if you got a Tuesday morning nearby, check them out, see if they got anything.
Ours closed on the first round, so we don't have any left.
Oh, it does. Did you
there
buy anything?
No, I didn't go there. Like I always don't go there.
Only time I ever bought anything from them if it was something odd, like I got a couple of Beatles mugs years ago, and odd stuff like that.
You got some yesterday Beatles mugs? Is that what you were going to say?
Yesterday Beatles mugs.
Yesterday.
And they sold pretty quickly, but
all my troubles seem so far away.
So that's the reason you went into fast food and not into singing, huh?
You're going to get a copyright strike for that beautiful rendition there of yesterday.
Oh man,
That
was spot on right there.
Todd, I would ask you what you're doing today, but we can see your calendar is pretty much empty today on Thursday.
I got that out thinking I'll get organized. By God, never did.
How many times I tried that over and over.
I was gonna mount it up on the backside of my treadmill. Nah, I never did. Oh God, it's so great being in a business where I can just be disorganized as hell. I got stuff strewn everywhere, and I try to average 5,000 a month sales on eBay, and right now I'm at 7,000. I'm like, how do I do this? I'm just Mr. Incredible disorganized,
Mr. Incredible. Yeah,
and
that's
Well,
it's
once you list it, it's organized then, isn't it?
well, sorta. I've run out of room on my listed shelves. I'm having to stack crap on the floor. I'm
Well,
having to move unlisted product away from listed product so I can get to it and stuff.
get you some boxes.
Shoot. Anyway,
And if you get them nice and get you some nice boxes, I'm sure Gwen will let you stack them up in the corner of her room if it's all neat and organized.
so y'all want to see why I talk so bad about the big girls? Style not as expected. Style not at too small for a 2X. Didn't like the fabric, a size 9, which is the largest ones. The 2X is too large. The 2X is too small. Style not as expected.
oh my God.
Oh, then there's the black. No longer needed. I guess she wore it and no longer needed. I mean, that's why Amazon's having a problem with returns. I mean, that's the last 14 days of those damn maiden forms. I mean, listen here, you big bitches. Would you
You need to take them. Can you not just take the rest of them down to like your homeless shelter or something like that and donate them at full value and write it off?
let me see if I can explain this to you. I still have 75 cases of this shit. And
How
of those
many's in a case?
64, I think.
Oh my God.
Some of the smaller ones have 90. How many's in that one up there? These are extra large. How many are in that?
You got 75 cases of half gross of products. Good God.
Have you not thought about? Have you thought about taking about 12 cases and going
And
down to the?
I didn't count that one. That one's got 8 dozen extra large in it.
Have you thought about taking all these down to your nearest flea market and setting up a table?
You need to
I'm gonna do
Char-
something. I might try that next time Harlan
Send-
goes to the flea market.
Or
send,
take a case
send
too.
Tom a few cases and let him hawk them on his next cruise.
Can you not take like a case of them to the auction? Have you tried that?
Like, I don't think y'all understood whenever I bought this stuff. Me and asshole who won't be mentioned split this damn order. I had 30,000 pieces. 30,000 pieces. And the first order, the second order. The first order had low 20s, so I had 50-some thousand pieces of this Hanes shit.
Was this like a clearance or a closeout or something? Or
We found it at ASD, and they do closeout on main form. They're the manufacturer's closeout rep, so we bought it directly from them.
that's the big thing out in Vegas.
Yeah, so I don't have a lot. This one was actually in Florida during COVID. I don't have a ton of money into it. It's long since paid for itself, but like that box up there, we paid like 40 cents a piece for them, so it's not like.
You just need to take Junior down to the to the flea market and tell him to sit there till he sells them all.
So I get all the. This is a bit lag. I got something for you. I found some yesterday. I still have like 8 boxes of these. Some laser cut champion medium thongs. They got vapor technology. That means your hoo-ha won't sweat as much, I guess, or ventilate.
Or
How many did you say you have of those?
I've got 1 case of each color. There are 3 colors, so small, medium, large, and extra large. So I have 4 times. I've got 12 cases of these.
Oh Lord! I'm telling you,
That's included in the 75.
you need to take them down to the yard, the flea market, and because once they pay you whatever you going to ask for them to blow them out, you'll never see them again. Even though Scott will, everybody will walk by Scott going with, and they'll see over his head a sign that says "pervert" because he's got all these damn
Yeah.
underwear.
Lag, you need to get those because we sure don't want your vapors escaping.
So, fishing and picking. I don't. I've been big my whole life. When I make comments about big people, hell, I'm just talking about myself. I've been large. Uh, they just happen to be the ones that irritate me right now with these 2 and 3 X's.
And the thongs come in what size?
A small, medium, large, and extra large. Y'all want to see how big medium is? I'll take it out of the box. Probably be enough fabric here to cover like your forearm. Oh Lord!
This is a special unboxing. Make him big, Tom. I want to see this up close and personal.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hang
make me
on.
big. I just lost some weight. Make me bigger. I have to take the little piece of tape way more than the fabric does. I mean, this stuff is thin. Who the hell wears this shit? No wonder they don't sell.
Ooh, sweet.
When I tell you this, I mean, it is stretchy, but it is. I mean, hell,
Yeah.
you can see through it.
Well, that's to keep them cool.
Let's see if I can use them for anything else. Maybe an eye mask.
Yeah, next time you go, you need to keep some of those in case they bring back masks. You can wear those.
I should have used it as a face mask. Damn it. I mean, but they're stretchy, but they are thin. I bet this thing, I could put it on a scale. I bet it don't even measure.
Oh, what's this message? You didn't get your order yet. Well, I just shipped it on the 28th.
And let's be for real.
Impatient little turd.
Ladies, are there any ladies in the chat? How comfortable is that up your ass crack? Come on, let's be for real. What kind of sadist person come up with this shit? This was not a woman to come up with this design. I can tell you that.
Well, I tell you what. It's not just the stuff up your crack; it's your ham sticking out on each side.
Can you? Oh, here's another one too. Oh my God! Can you imagine? Never mind. It's on the back side. I'm about to say, if they put all these little holes on the front side, and this was the '70s Bush era. Oh my God! It looked like you were growing a chia pet.
And this video is also being streamed to Rumble. So Todd, where were you shipping that item to that you shipped out?
Oh,
Wonder where it's at.
it's just going over to Louisiana. It should have been there, but I mean, they're right. It should have been there, but yeah.
Well, didn't the USPS say they were slowing down their delivery?
I don't know what they're doing.
I thought I saw something about that on the news or in one of my feeds or something like that, where they were saying that they weren't guaranteeing it as fast as it used to be.
One deal on it said May 1st, in transit, arriving late. All they got to do is check their own tracking, and they'll see it.
No, I did see this thing about where because we've had all this rain, that was slowing down rural deliveries.
They should get it by tomorrow. I don't think I'm even going to respond to this.
There you go, Scott, from your baby boy.
Oh, I know. That medium, I don't know anybody that fits. You know who made this? It's them perverts from Epstein Island made this stuff to put on little kids. That's what it is.
What's that? Oh,
That's all that fit. You gotta be the size of a small child for that to fit.
um, well, you saw where your beer company is. They've consistently lost 6% sales for the last 4 weeks.
You're under. They're estimating 20%.
Are they? And the thing I just finished reading said that they've lost 6% each week. So I guess it's compelling, I mean, compounding on top of
You
it.
also got to realize where you get that information from. The same people who told Budweiser they needed an ESG score are the same ones that control the media and the reporting. So they're not going to sit out there and say,
Is
uh,
it?
people from the beer industry who track. There's a group out there that tracks 3,000 bars and stuff, and the report they had last week said Bud Light sale. It might be overall Budweiser Anheuser-Busch 6%,
Right.
but Bud Light sales were down 26.1% last week.
It's have a good day, Joanna. Um,
That's all it's gone down? I would have expected more.
and I didn't know Mr. Sadie's beer, Mick Ultra, is the third largest selling in the country.
So if you do, I've listened to people talk about it since this stuff came up. Evidently, Mick Ultra is one of the fastest growing beers over the last 5 to 7 years since it came out. It goes hand in hand with. I don't like it. I've tried drinking it because as keto has become more popular, people have been drinking it because it is so low in carbs.
Is that the reason it's what the ultra part of it is? Is it's low
Yeah.
on carbs?
And it's low calorie too. I'll pull it up.
Got a message from Whatnot. They want my feedback as a buyer.
Well, what's your feedback?
What? They want.
Were you happy with your buying experience?
Oh yeah, it's fine. I just something
Yeah.
else to take up my time, filling out surveys for Whatnot.
So Michelob Ultra is 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. That's what they've been. Where I think what's the Miller Lights have got like 3.1. Bud Lights are like 3.5, 3.6. So that is their push is the little girly cans and light on carbs and light on
Well, they're making a bunch of money apparently.
Is it still 12 ounces? It's just a taller can or something?
I believe so. I'm looking at a picture of hold on.
Where's Mr. Sadie at? He can.
So they're just showing the bottles. But yeah, I'm sure it is. You have to put your damn birthday in here before they'll let you in.
I like
Like-
bottled beer better.
Like if you can figure out how to get on these on a website, you can figure out how to how to fake a birthday. Like putting your birthday information in has anything to do with anything.
Well, the Fed raised the rates another quarter point, so expect the price of gasoline to go up another 15, 20 cents.
Well, down in South Carolina, I saw it for $2.09.
What?
$3.09. Excuse me.
Oh yeah, that's
$3
about what
and
ours
9
is.
cents.
And who drinks? Not only how do you milk a kitten, but who drinks kitten milk? I won't even drink almond milk. I damn sure ain't gonna drink kitten milk.
You don't drink almond milk?
All this shit they make up. You show me. You go squeeze the almond and get milk out of it. I'll drink it. All these chemical concoctions they come up with. It's probably full of estrogen, just like those damn fake burgers that they're trying to make everybody eat.
Hey, Nishana. Are you the ones who made out of twigs and
Dang.
sticks and twigs?
6 weeks of rehab. Good God. Sorry, Nishana. That's a long time to be on rehab. Jeez.
Wow.
6 weeks.
And you got to have antibiotics every 8 hours? I guess.
6 weeks. That's like 1/12 of my remaining lifespan. Sheesh.
Todd, I didn't know you were counting down in weeks now.
Sheesh. 6 weeks of your life in rehab. Jeez. Oh,
So that-
let's put life on hold and just go to rehab.
So Todd,
You know, that's what-
are you counting in months then? If he's counting in weeks, are you counting in months?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
You know, I don't. My favorite expression is, I'm not wasting the few years I have left on Earth worrying about this bullshit. That's my favorite expression right now.
Ugh. I'm sorry, Nishana. That sucks.
That's terrible. And I can't imagine every 8 hours popping a daggum pill.
8 hours antibiotics. Is it a shot or a pill?
It said pick line, so it's got to be. That's got an IV.
Jeez.
Oh, pick line. Okay, I see that now.
And this is after all that she's already been through. Good God.
Todd got to the 6 weeks part and started planning this funeral and didn't read the rest of it.
I better get my arrangements done at the funeral home.
They're just gonna put you in a box and light that sucker on fire.
Yeah. Just
Gwen's just going to, at his funeral, Gwen's just going to drive by in that brand new red Corvette with the top down and blow the horn a couple of times, saying, "See ya, sucker."
and tell her arm candy to hold on. Let's go.
Yeah, that's right.
her arm candy, yeah.
Oh my God! So I'll have a new video out this weekend. I'll have a review video with it too. So
Lag's gonna take the under on my 6 weeks.
let's see if it's any good. Is anybody in here doing keto besides me? Anybody in the chat been doing keto? I know you fish and pickers said you lost a lot of weight. So I was
Off
watching
and on.
TikTok last night at 8:30. I'm like, I told John I'm going to bed at 9:30. Phone rang. I didn't take the call because I'm like, I'll be on the phone all night. And I clicked at this TikTok, and they are making stuffed waffles. There's a Belgian waffle maker out there that will, if you put the stuff in it, and it's made to where then you put like fruit or whatever you want to in it, and then put the mix on top of it and put it together. It's got these Teflon tong things in it
Right.
that hold it all together, and it makes this like a stuffed waffle. So you'll have a Belgian waffle that's got whatever you put in it. And my first thought was, hot damn, I'm making some Truffles. I'm making me some keto Truffles and putting whatever I'm gonna make Truffles with cheeseburgers in them. I'm gonna make all kinds of shit. And you start reading through the questions, and somebody asks the question, can it be used to make Truffles? And the manufacturer's representative says, no, sorry, this doesn't work on that. And then the next person who answers the same question on Amazon, because you can answer it multiple times,
Right.
there's videos all over the internet. Oh my God, they use these and make them. They're the best way to make a truffle. So then I go down a rabbit hole of watching people and all the crap that they're sticking in. So when I looked them up on Amazon, Amazon said you've got an hour and 10 minutes. If you order it, it'll be here on Saturday. So Saturday I'm gonna start playing. I'm gonna do a review on it, and then I'm gonna make a video how to use it and the different stuff I make out of it. So I'm already gonna make one with a truffle with bacon, egg, and cheese inside it. That's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna make one with a hamburger and cheese. They did the video I watched did one where they put cream cheese and strawberries in one. I'm like, oh my god, I gotta have
Okay,
that.
hold your thought. Hold your thought. How about throw a that you throw your link up into the Dadcam chat? Because Roberta says when you're talking about the truffle with the bacon, egg, and cheese in it or whatever, she's like, God, that sounds good.
All right, hold on.
Mm.
Let me go find it on Amazon. I didn't even look to see if they have one local. Uh, Still remember the model number. That's how crazy it is. From last night, looking at this stuff, it's so that the little maker is $54, but Amazon has the one thing I can tell you is um, Amazon warehouse has it like new for $47. That's am I the only one that always buys Amazon warehouse like new or very good? Their stuff is always so I can't make a actually I gotta open you on YouTube. What?
Shoot, am I the only one that still cooks out of a skillet?
No,
There you go. It's called a Presto Stuffler.
a
Stuff.
Presto Stuffler.
Yeah, it's a stuffed waffle maker, Belgium. It'll make plain waffles or it'll make the stuffed ones. Your pick.
Well, I was thinking about apples and that kind of stuff in it, but I'm not talking about the healthy apples. I'm talking about where it's got the cinnamon and sugar and stuff in it.
I mean, but you can. I'm gonna be so. What's the name of that channel I watched last night? I sent it to Dave. Hold on. Where's Dave Harrington? Dave. Uh, this couple, they're kind of happy. Their name is Two Crazy Ketos, and they're the one that. So they they showed that they made a mix that it was cream cheese, eggs, and pork rinds that they made the batter mix with. And I've never tried pork rinds as a chaffle base and a chaffle mix, so yeah, I'll be doing. What a fun weekend this is going to be.
Fish says all he eats is broccoli, chicken, steak, low carb yogurt, eggs, and bacon.
Yeah, those honey mustard ones, those are good.
Yeah.
All place I can find them is a gas station. You don't find them in a grocery store.
I don't know where Gwen gets these. I think they have them at Walmart here. Let me ask real quick.
So you gonna get your big old white hat and start doing a cooking channel?
Man, he's gonna have to come in. He's gonna have to come in and clean the building if he keeps blowing shit in the building.
Who is that?
David, the long guy.
I didn't know whether it was your son.
She must be in her office. She didn't hear me yelling.
Oh, that was a good laugh right there.
What?
Jacob outside doing something. He's a vampire. I tell you, when you pick up all that stuff. That's more sunlight he's seen in the last 2 years.
Yeah, if it wasn't for the fact that mine has to be at work at 2 o'clock, he'd be the same way.
I'm gonna find that video I watched last night. So,
Well, another three West Coast banks are circling the drain.
Who is that?
PacWest Bank, Western Alliance Bank, and Zions Bank Corporation. Their stocks are dropping like rocks, fixing to go down.
I never heard of them.
PacWest.
There's Mr. Sadie. He comes in after we've been using his name in vain.
Yeah, Sadie. We already talked bad about you, so
Yeah,
He's on
right.
the cutting edge. His beer is number 3 in the country.
yeah. We already covered your girl beer, so yeah, we were talking about Mick Ultra becoming the what'd you say, the third largest beer in America?
Yeah, it's Bud Light.
Modelo Especial.
Yeah, and then your beer, Mick Ultra.
I'll tell you what, Modelo and Coors, they're up like 85% their last report. That's
Uh,
a that's a lot.
Back to the beer thing.
I should have bought their stock. I should have bought Modelo Coors.
An article I read was talking about the fact that these bars and whatnot around the first of the month is when they really start restocking for the upcoming month, and they're not buying Bud Light because they've got plenty on in the cooler now.
There's been a couple of these music festivals who said they won't even serve it.
Yeah, dang Nishana.
I'm surprised that the ladies down at the Lutheran Church doesn't do a video and send it to Todd so he can pre-shop.
Nishana. So not only does she get 6 weeks in rehab, her business is pretty much shut down too. God, that sucks.
Are you at home? Or are you having to stay in the hospital for all this treatment?
That's right, fishing. I didn't even think about it. Just when Bud Light did their thing, just go invest in all the other beers. That would have been a good time to speculate.
Oh, you're at rehab. Okay. Because I just wondered if you had to have it in your pick line. I was just wondering if you were qualified or you had to have like a home health care worker come in and do it. Yeah. Nobody's worried about those trans fats.
Yes, I put a link in there to that video I watched. They did two different ones of the. They did a savory and a sweet. So one of them they did where they had chunks of ground hamburger that they put in it with some pizza sauce and mozzarella cheese
Right?
and stuff for a pizza burger, and they said that was really good. And then the other one they did was strawberries and cream cheese.
Well,
Using the same batter, they just did the hamburger one first, and then they added a few drops of liquid sucralose
right.
to to add some sweetness to the other one.
All right.
So
What kind of batter did they use?
it
Just
was eggs, cream cheese, and pork rinds.
cheesy pork rinds.
You can't. You can't. I'm telling you, There's something magical when you put it in a waffle maker. I don't know what it is, but it tastes. The pork rinds have no flavor. They're there to help with the consistency or whatever. And
Yeah, just some texture.
the cheese does magic. It's just. I've been eating them for so long.
Well, you're doing good. Sounds like Thrift is doing good too.
Yeah, like yesterday, you can make so many different kinds. Yesterday, I just made the regular ones with just eggs and cheese, and then made a bacon and a cheese sandwich out of them. Because I had the one that'll cook 4 at a time.
See, that would be good, but you'd have to. you need to sit down and just do some planning. You know, you get all your ingredients already ready in bowls, so every night you just
Well, to make the one yesterday, I plug in the maker, and then I mix an egg. Uh, it says a quarter cup of cheese, but I throw in closer to a half, and I think I threw in like a tablespoon of almond flour. And by the time I mix all that up, the thing's hot. You just throw it in there for 5 minutes, and while the 5 minutes is cooking, I use the little egg cooker. I put that on the other channel,
yeah.
the little round thing, because it takes 34 seconds in the microwave, and the bacon takes 32 seconds. I got this down to a science. So you can cook all the bacon and all the stuff while and during your 5 minutes, and it's all together at the same time.
Let's see, Roberta and I could eat that every day. We
They are
just
such-
change. Well, I would change the ingredients around a little bit, but
So the day before, when I had time, Sunday morning when I took Sunday off, I'm like, I'm gonna take a day I don't do anything, and so I used the base of cream cheese, egg whites, um, threw some baking powder in there, threw some Swerve, which Swerve is it's this artificial sweetener, but it's not the bad ones. It's not the Splendor or any of those. It's the other.
stevia.
Yeah,
Like-
it's stevia. It's got stevia based, and so I put some of that in there and some vanilla flavoring, and it made like. And then while it was cooking, I got some frozen blueberries and defrosted them a little bit and kind of mashed them up and made like a blueberry topping. Because
Right.
blueberries are very good on keto. Blueberries and strawberries are very. And so I had blueberry waffles. Because I added a touch of water to make them a little more of a liquid
Right.
so it was it served as a syrup. So that was. So you can do whatever. If you look online, there's so many different recipes of people where if you just use egg whites and mayonnaise, it turns out like Wonder Bread. I mean, you'd be amazed the combinations people have tried. I've got a list.
So you
somewhere.
can eat mayonnaise on keto.
Yeah, there's no carbs in mayonnaise. So there's a lot of carbs in ketchup. If I eat ketchup, it's no sugar added. But mustard and mayonnaise have no carbs. Neither one of them. So people go, "How do you have a sandwich?" I get the low carb tortillas and throw the ham and cheese or whatever I'll make, and put mayonnaise and mustard on it, and like kind of just roll it up and make that's my sandwich on keto. And so the only bread I have is that.
Have you tried flat outs?
Yeah, they're not bad. They're much better when you're making breakfast because they're all eggs.
Yeah.
Sweet. Cha-ching.
Oh, you sell the bowls?
Fist-aware bowls.
Those are the ones that you couldn't get a price on, isn't it?
What?
Were those the ones, or was that at the auction that you couldn't get somebody to give you a price on them?
Oh, no, that was, God, what was?
They were colorful bowls like that.
Was it? Oh, okay.
Yes, Sufficient Pig is saying when traveling, hack McDonald's menu. So I have two. So I'll order a quarter pound of a cheese, no bun, and then have them. I'll put mayonnaise, mustard. I have them put the pickles and lettuce on it and onions. All that stuff is fine.
God, I got 10 orders going out again this morning. I'm like, jeez, I'm on fire.
Alaska's calling.
Getting reach.
Alaska's calling.
Yeah, he's going to Alaska, aren't you? Sometime this year?
Yeah.
August?
I'm going to make our final cruise payment by the 1st of June. So about got it saved up with my eBay.
Roberta says to tell Gwen that you need to make Gwen some bingo money
Bingo money in Alaska.
on the cruise ship. You're going to be on it, what, about 7 days?
Yeah.
That's about $700 you need in bingo money saved up for. Good morning, Glock. Glock, they do interest free.
No, you just give them. You make your reservation. You give them like a $200 deposit, and then you have to pay in full within like 6 weeks or something. I don't know what it was.
This is for folks like us that we book like our December cruise. She booked back in February.
Yeah, if you don't book early, then
You have to pay it all up front.
well, you may it may sell out before you
Yeah.
before you get the trip you want. You can't just show up at the dock and say, "Hey, can I go too?"
Have you ever been to the Mediterranean on a cruise?
Nope. We took a
A land cruise. I mean, a land trip.
We've taken a couple of cruises out of Galveston and one out of Miami. And that's all the cruises we've done.
Oh, okay. But now the one out of Seattle.
Yeah. Nice fishing.
Yeah.
Okay, Tom. So I just sent you. I found that somewhere. Somebody in one of the Truffle groups. It's all the different ways to make truffles.
Okay.
Jeez.
Where did you send it to me? Oh, I see it.
Uh,
I got it.
There's a churro one, a savory herb one. I mean, but see all the ingredients they use in them.
Yeah.
Chocolate cake batter. There's a McGriddle truffle over there.
Look, they got a pizza one. Yum.
Yeah, that's what I was just looking at because Roberta likes pizza.
I mean, there's an Oreo one because you can get around the Oreo by using the cocoa powder and stuff. It's not bad.
Right.
But yeah, that's a handy little.
Stock market going down. Banks are dragging the stock. down.
Excuse me.
So I saw something yesterday that was very interesting. So the Fed in 2021s has been planning this Fed Now bullshit.
Right.
And so there were 5 banks they picked to do the Fed Now. 2 of those 5 banks have failed, and the Fed has taken over them. Yeah,
Your
thank
girlfriend says that's really coincidental.
Yeah, because one of them was that one over in San
Sheesh.
Francisco, and I forget the other one.
The hits just keep coming. Republic. Sheesh.
That was a pretty good sized bank, wasn't it? I mean, it wasn't a national bank, but it was still a good sized bank.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
both of them are
so here-
monsters.
So here are your 5: First Republic, Tri-Counties Bank, Silicon Valley Bank, Pacific Coast Bankers Bank, and First Foundation are the ones that tested it. First Republic and Silicon Valley Bank are 2 of the 5 have already failed, and are now owned. They own their own system.
Well, they sold Republic to was it Morgan Stanley or somebody?
Same thing.
Not
Yeah.
Morgan Stanley, the other big one.
Not Wells Fargo, not Bank
guy-
of America.
It's the guy that was in the Men That Made America. That was the big banking institute. Yeah, with J.P. Morgan.
Yeah, it was J.P. Morgan. He's the one who.
Yeah.
Morgan.
He
I
was
didn't
one
know
of
it
the
was Morgan
5
Stanley
that
though.
his representatives was the banking section of the 5 that made the Federal Reserve. It was J.P. Morgan
Sheesh.
down at Jekyll Island.
And now they're going to own it all.
J.P. Morgan Chase. They bought it. But you go honestly, you go away from the currency, from having a physical currency.
And gold
That's
and
what's
silver
gonna
are
mess-
still hanging in and going up.
That's really going to mess up a lot of tipping and stuff like that.
Okay. Well, that's like where you use it now, where you used to have instant money. You scan your card and you give them some money.
Sorry, I got confused here, which is easy for me to do.
Dun,
What?
dun.
Yeah, Todd, keep checking the price on it on your cruise. If it happens to go down, which is an Alaska cruise, I doubt it will. But if it happens to go down, you can call them and see if you can get a price adjustment on it.
Yeah.
Or at least on Carnival. I don't know who you're going on.
Yep.
Are you going on Carnival?
I think so. No, I forget. So the all-time high for gold price is 2,069, and we are now at 2,043. We may bust out the top today. 2,043. All-time high was 2,069. People are running from the banks. Where are you going to put your money? Better buy some gold.
I got too much stuff open here.
Silver is trending with it. Silver's up, John. I was surprised when silver went over 25, and now it's 25.67.
Well, it's...
Of course, silver's had two really high, very short-lived, big tops.
Like they gave it away to circus or something?
Yeah, I mean, like in 1980, the Hunt brothers tried to corner the market, and they got gold up to $50 an ounce. And then it only lasted a day or two, and it tanked. If you take an average over time, we are getting close to silver's all-time high as far as high average.
I have an Oneida flatware set at the auction. I paid $5 for it at an estate sale. It's up to $42.50. I didn't even look it up. I wonder what this stuff was worth.
Is it sterling or is just...
No, it's solid stainless Oneida. It's an older set, but it's a 50-piece serving set.
Oh, if you get a good set of flatware, it sells good.
50 piece. Wow.
Now, I could lose forks and not catch hell for several years.
Around here, it's spoons.
So it's around here. It's the small forks. There's plenty of the big forks. Nobody wants them. They want the small forks.
So when Mom passed, Gwen said, "What are we going to do with her flatware set?" So Gwen just said, "I'll keep it," and our flatware drawer is just overflowing.
I know you had to push all those silver bars out the way to put it in there, right?
Yeah, I got silver stacked everywhere, Tom. It's just I'm running out of space in the crawl space to put it down there.
If you'd have it all made in coins, you can go swimming it like Scrooge McDuck.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like Smog. Have a cavern with it.
Oh my God! Don't tell me you're a Lord of the Rings.
Oh yeah, I like all the sci-fi stuff. It's
Well,
fun.
I like the books. I like the books of Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit and all that kind of stuff, but I just don't like the movies.
For the record, in that movie, I was cheering for the dragon.
Go, Smog, go.
Uh, Maggie or Bridget, if y'all are listening, I was just watched earlier this morning. I was looking at an article and they were talking about that Epcot is closed for the time being.
Why they
Because
close
I
Epcot?
think Maggie's on her way down to Florida, and Bridget leaves next week, I believe.
I mean, what's there not to like about a mean, irritating dragon that's pissed off at the world? What's not to like about that?
That's 90% of the people in the world right now.
It's a metaphor for people in general.
But
This will be your daily reminder. The
President.
And let's show the real president of the U.S.
Da-da-da.
well, you can get them for 25 cents on Temu.
Timu.
Yeah, I was scanning through it again, and people are just, I cannot believe still people are just raising hell because it's not real silver. No, it's not, I just can't understand where anybody thinks they can pay 50 cents for a silver coin. And it not be so hot you can't touch it. I'm sure there's places even in Charlotte, you can go down there and buy real silver for cheap like that, but you want to make sure you smelt it down real fast, like so nobody can track it. You've never heard of U.S. Bank? Like, seriously, surely you're teasing. Hell, U.S. Bank.
Lag never tells the truth.
U.S. Bank is in Charlotte now. They got branches all over the place.
Because some days he's a 27-year-old female, and other days he's older than you, Tom.
Yeah, I still think he's a 47-year-old mother of four.
No, I think he's a dude.
Yeah, John, I can't. Somebody's gonna get in big trouble about that.
Because he lives he seems to live by the guy code, so he's got to be a guy. Because you know how it is.
He's transitioned.
You mess and give your buddies the absolute hell your entire life, but if somebody crosses them, you stand right there in their way. Yeah, that's just the way it is. And ladies don't do that. They cat fight and carry on, and they can't have a sense of humor and a self-deprecating sense of humor because if somebody tells them the hair looks bad, and they go in a safe space and cry for a week.
So, anybody else you want to piss off this morning, Scott? As I said, this video will also be over on Rumble.
Okay, we'll cover all bases. So, do trans women act the same way? because they're really guys and they should be on this side, but do they go in the closet or do they take a joke? Evidently, they can't take a joke because look at the one Mulvaney carrying on. So there you go.
Are you doing your show tonight, Scott?
Probably.
What you going to talk about?
I'm around. What am I going to talk about? I gotta make a list of shit. That's a good one though. Feelings. In
my little news thing across the bottom.
What time is your show?
7 to 9 usually on Rumble.
7 Central?
Yeah.
Which is 6 o'clock our time.
No, Todd's on my time.
Oh, Todd's on your time. Okay, well, that's still No, that's 8 o'clock our time, right?
All right, I set my alarm. Maybe I can remember this
And
this week.
honey, remind me that Scott's going to go on. Roberta might be free then. She can come in there and bitch with you about stuff.
Well, Mulvaney is not a. This is all an act, and how can you tell it's an act? Because people who are serious about transitioning, do everything they can to fit into the other gender.
Right.
Where he wanders around, dances on TikTok, talking about his bulge. If you're serious about that, that is one thing that horrifies them, that people will see a bulge and figure out that they're a man, and so there's no way in hell that if you're just faking it, you carry on like that. If you're not faking it, you never mention that.
We had a friend that was trans. She's passed on. Roberta told me, she said, I don't even remember her name now because she was just kind of an acquaintance. She said, she's a guy. And I said, no. She said, yeah. I would have never known it if she hadn't have told me. Because she did everything, and I keep saying she, because that's the only way I know her is she. She acted like a girl. She did,
It's a good thing you didn't get drunk with her and you walk on the wild side. You might have got teabagged.
Do I?
It's a good thing you didn't get drunk and walk on the wild side. You might have got teabagged.
Oh, these weren't a bunch of drinking people here. But yeah, Joanna, Dylan is an actor. He's just getting.
And the other tale is exactly that. He's not pretending to be a woman. He's pretending to be a girl. This is the same as blackface. It's there's no difference.
He's doing stereotypical women stuff,
Yeah.
not actual women stuff.
It's and there's people that I honestly think there's people out there that have a trans issue. And I think a lot of this crap on YouTube and TikTok and all that is all fake. They're just trying to they want to get their $3 million so they can buy them a house and a sports car and then just go off into oblivion.
I think a lot of it is they're definitely paid actors because they're pushing an agenda because, okay, so Beard, where's your proof? Is anybody paying any attention to Minnesota right now? The Minnesota governor and their Democratic legislature are trying to push through protection laws for pedos. I'm not making this shit up. They're trying to make pedophiles a protected class. And we're not going to call them pedos. They are adult, minor attracted people.
Yeah.
You'll never be a minor attracted. You're a fucking pedo freak is what you are.
Have you heard of a guy on some city council or something somewhere who says that he's a black lesbian?
Have you heard? Did you hear her?
That guy was awesome. No, he said he was an Indian lesbian.
Oh yeah, an Indian lesbian. That's what he was. And then people lost their mind. You're not sincere. Well, how do you know I'm not sincere? I want you to call me her, and you have to because that's your rule.
And then he says, this might be a phase. I might go back to my regular in a few months.
But they come out and they're complaining that he's doing that. Well, how can they complain? You can't complain when you're faced with your own rules. So
you're faced with but he hit them so hard with their own stupidity they didn't know what to do.
Exactly. You're not sincere. Well,
what time would you like Roberta on your show?
Any guy with a beard can walk in.
Yeah, that guy. I have laughed a lot at that guy. He is. If you watch the videos of him carrying on, it is funny as hell.
Well, you saw the guy that won the World Poker Tournament for women's is a bearded old man.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
And he was like, "Yeah, I can be a woman if it lets me be a woman."
Mr. Sadie, you're just gonna have to put on a wig and a frock, and when you go to the women's poker tournament next time.
No,
Joanna.
Yeah. He's halfway there. He's already got girl hands.
Joanna said she's heard real women are now competing in drag shows and winning them all. Yeah, I hadn't seen that, but that would be outstanding.
I just, this girls' sports, this thing is really, from what I've been reading, this is really going to get out of control real fast, because the people are now banding together to form, local organizations. One lady is suing. One girl is parent. One girl's parents are suing the AC. What is it? ACC. The,
Yeah.
Suing them because they're allowing boys into the girls' sports, and they have spent a fortune throughout the years in her running career, and now she is having to compete against guys. So it's going to get real nice because sports are expensive.
You reach out if you watch any social media, any news, any TV, and that doesn't make you think to pick up the good book and understand Revelations and the signs of the end times. One of the big signs of the end times is a sexual perversion, and this is just absolutely insane, in your face. If allowing pedophiles to exist, that's got to be way up there in the sexual perversion list.
Lag, let me tell you what. I had some farm girl cousins who liked guys and had children, but when they were young, in their 20s, I believe they could put a lot of the NFL on their ass. Them girls were built like they were farm girls, slinging hay, all that kind of crap.
Yeah, but you don't understand. They just get hurt. They're not physically. They are physically built for a woman, but they're. Have you seen the freak from Alabama? Have you not seen Derrick Henry?
Which one, Scott?
Derrick Henry is built like a proverbial brick shit house. That dude on the Tennessee Titans. You think one of them's gonna stand in his way? He's 6'4", 225 pounds, and looks like you chiseled him out of stone.
I tell you what. Now I'm going to have to say my cousins, them gals.
There are men that
gals would pick those asses up and throw them across the field.
Grown men don't want to hit Derrick Henry. Grown men don't want to hit Derrick Henry. Good luck.
Pay for them to go up against women.
Yeah.
A big belt like that. But there's no physiological difference after they've been on testosterone, alpha testosterone.
I might make about 18 cents off of YouTube off of this. Off of Rumble off of this one, Mr. Sadie. But you know what? I'm getting a lot of recommendations, though, not my channel being recommended. I'm getting a lot of recommendations from other channels that's coming on, that's on Rumble now that wasn't on there 2 weeks ago. And they're not really, I watch some of their channels, they're not really what I would think banning material off of YouTube. But I think they're kind of concerned that they need to maybe build a following over there because something might be said and they get their channel taken down. Because damn, Todd's got his taken down a couple of times, and he, good old Todd don't say nothing bad about anybody, except the old ladies at the Lutheran church. All right, it's 10:10. I got to get out of here.
You gotta be crazy. That's a picture of Derrick Henry in high school. We're not talking about somebody normal. This is what the NFL is.
Is he when you said from Alabama? Is he on U of A or is he?
No, he's on. He graduated in 19. He's on the Tennessee Titans.
Oh.
Or 16, whatever he did. He's been in the NFL 4 or 5 years, 6 years.
But he is from Alabama.
No, he's technically in Florida. He was in the Panhandle. So
I thought you said he was from Alabama.
He came here from he went to a high school in the Panhandle. He came here for college.
Okay. All right. Well, I got to get out of here.
XFL is their jam.
XFL. So, any final words from anybody?
Did anybody think I missed them and didn't say something bad about them? Please speak up right now.
Has Scott not insulted you today? You haven't talked about. Well, you did. You talked about.
I didn't even mention Mr. Saban's early hands.
So you got the Yankees. Anyway, Anything else, Scott? Todd?
Uh,
You got any final words?
yeah, get out there and buy some gold.
You need to buy some beer. Tomorrow's Cinco de Mayo. What the hell?
Is
Oh,
it?
that's right.
Yeah, it is, huh?
No, today seem. Oh, that's 5, isn't it?
Get some.
I don't have
dose-
anything against the Lutherans. That's Todd's deal. He hates them crabby old women.
Those Lutherans are evil. They just.
One of these days, somebody's gonna stumble across one of these channels that's from the Lutheran churches. It's going
So
they're going to track down them old ladies in that church that's near him.
So here's your last thought for you. Harlan and I went to a church sale last Friday. It was I forget which one it is. And we walked up and the lady goes, I mean, there's yard sale shit everywhere in the parking lot. She says, "So are y'all here for the sale?" I looked right at her and said, "No, ma'am, I'm here for services. Can I see the pastor?" She looked at me like, what in the fuck? Harlan's just cracking up laughing. I'm like, I'm just teasing, man. We're here for the sale.
All right, y'all look for Scott's show tonight. If you're not already subscribed to him, he is the beard picker over on Rumble. Todd's, you going to do the show in the morning?
Sure, why not?
What's
Okay.
tomorrow? Friday? I don't know. I might be here. I might not.
I'm
It's just-
surprised you were here early this morning.
I don't feel like I'm not going to state sales on these crazy.
You may
Right.
have yard sales tomorrow, Scott. You never know.
I think we got rain tomorrow.
So anyway,
6% chance of rain.
what chance?
60, but it's after lunch. So
Well, it's supposed to rain here on the weekend, so it'll probably be moving this direction.
Dang, we got a lot of this. We got a lot of rain in the forecast too. Sheesh.
I'll be doing yard sales tomorrow.
Every day. Look at that. There's rain chance every single day for 8 days, 9 days. Wow.
Damn, I hope
Global warming. Scott's driving that damn gas guzzling mini pickup truck around.
mine's the same way. Damn it.
Supposed to be 93 degrees tomorrow. Woo, summertime.
Dang it! Dang, Todd, you better get the air conditioner rinsed off.
It's gonna be 65. What the hell?
I got to get the pool cover off and the pool straightened up.
All right, thank y'all for joining us this morning for all this nonsense. Hopefully, you might have picked up a little bit of knowledge somewhere. And we'll see you over at Todd's channel in the morning. Try to catch Scott's show tonight over on Rumble. Bye-bye.